I've been on a 5-year journey trying to buy every Pokemon console for my Pokemon collection. And I've added so many that it's starting to get harder to find one that I don't have. But my friend Jesse has a mystery Pokemon piece that he thinks I still need. So today, I need to build my Pokebank as high as I can by buying items from video game stores and Pokemon card stores to flip for profit. And I'm just really looking forward to having a great time with my friend Jesse. First store of the day, Disc Traders in Lansing, and a friend of mine has made the trip. Jesse is here. You guys may recognize him. He's an icon of a vendor. That's how we met him, and then we become friends through our interactions, through him coming last year to the barn, and now he's back. We're going picking today, baby. You ready?
Let's see what we can find.
Let's do it. Okay, Jesse, this is kind of crazy. This is Elder Scrolls Arena. Very, very tough to find. It looks like the disc might be like $60 if you wanted to buy a replacement, but I'm seeing them go complete for $300-400. It says it's missing the disc, but if it has everything else, I might still be interested. Not something you see every day. That's good. Thank you. That's a good question. I think it had floppy disks too originally. So this is essentially the box plus these 3 pieces, which one could argue is the hardest pieces to find.
Yeah.
But then you've also got a Quake and a Diablo manual, a little bonus. Windows 95 Diablo manual. I'm gonna have to look into it more because I don't know what all it originally came with. 1993 though. So what we learned is that there was a CD-ROM version and a floppy version. This is the CD-ROM version, and the box is in great shape. It's got almost all of the original paperwork, just missing like a registration card and maybe one extra little piece. But this guide has sold for $75 by itself before, and then plus you have the box and the other extras for the rarity. Jesse, at $100.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer because, like you said, if you complete it out, the sales are $250 to $300. You know, for an $80 disc, you have 180 into 300 essentially.
And for the condition, I think it was probably would be worth that if getting the disc.
And then again, you have the fail-safe option as well, where just the manual sold for $75. So even if you parted this out for people that don't have the box, don't have the insert, don't have the manual, I think you're going to make money that way as well, even if you don't choose the option to complete with the disc.
I like the way you think. Let's make a purchase. I will end up buying this. I'm just going to set it right there. Yep. I'm just gonna keep looking. Thank you. So the Sega Genesis in the box ended up being marked at 100, so I'm picking that up. But this is one of the most beautiful consoles. But boy, $520. Personally, I think it's worth that price at least for the quality build, for the condition here. If you can have an attraction piece for like a big whatnot show, that's one that a lot of people like. A lot of people would care about. So even if it's just a break even, it might still be worth it. I got that SNES. I think that's a SNES Classic controller for $8. That seems like a deal to me.
Big box full silver.
Oh, wow. 30.
That seems cheap, doesn't it?
Cesar's Police horse racing.
Cesar's.
You like that? Gotta make them all. Pokemon.
See, you're looking at Pokemon. I'm looking at Sonic figures.
Yeah, you are. You're a toy guy, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Sonic figures, especially specific ones, can be crazy.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just, and one thing you gotta be careful with is there's different like variants. So like in this instance, Sonic has his thumbs up. So if you are looking at like comps or what's available, you have to make sure it's the same pose.
Thumbs up version?
And there are different versions where, you know, some are giving thumbs up, some his fists are closed, so you have to keep mind of that.
So this one they got at $100. Is that, what do you think about that?
I think it could be a good deal. I want to be able to find that specific pose to make sure if it makes sense or not.
Wow. He's looking into it. Interesting. See, Jesse's a toy guy. He's got business on Mercari primarily, sold 3,700 items in 2025.
Yes.
Which I think is incredible. Doing this to support his family, his couple of kiddos, and just his mindset behind everything is amazing.
As we speaking, I was able to find one listing, currently active. They have a buy it now for $300. So what I'm going to do is search this specifically to see if there are any sold where, you know, it does make sense. Obviously, condition's going to play a factor.
Yeah, you found one that sold for
that was in October, but then if you look at like, kind of like some of the similar line, 200, and then Shadow sold for 180. So $100, like my inclination, it's probably a $150 figure to safe range.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. If I did buy it, I'd probably list it for 200. That way I'm coming below the cheapest that's available. And then even, you know, if I take an offer, I'm still able to make, you know, $50 on it.
Right. And Mercari, the fees are a little bit less than
they're
eBay.
They're 10%.
10% flat, which that helps.
Yeah, and then with me, like I said, with one of my success metrics, if I'm making $20, I'm making $20.
Amen.
Stuff like that is super easy to take pictures of, to store, and even to ship. So
am I hearing this as a pickup for you?
I think it's going to be, especially if like you can see some separation on the card, which is fine as long as the bubble's not completely off the card. I do think it would be a good pickup.
I dig it. Love it. I spy a $520 N64 cartridge. Super Bowling. This is one of those examples of that game. It's not good. It's just really rare.
So rare that I've actually never even heard of it.
No kidding.
And that's one of the coolest things. Like, I've been doing this for a while now, and to still come across a game that I've never seen or heard of is, like,
I do love
it's so
that
cool.
feeling. Yeah. So
And maybe that's why it's $500. Is that either bad or rare? You just don't see it often.
It's just rare, and it's I think the number 2 most expensive N64 game, only behind Sculptor's Cut.
Better or worse than Wii Bowling?
Far worse. Wii Bowling is actually a pretty good time, I think.
When I first played Wii Bowling, I played so often. I woke up the next day wondering why my
Dude, I had arm pain too.
And it was,
In
and
high school
I did
for
it
me.
like, so I was like, why is it hurting? And then I went to play that night and I did that motion. I was like, my arm is sore from Wii Bowling.
Because you thought you had to whip it back
Yeah,
in the day,
aggressive,
and then
yep.
you realized you could just do this,
Yep.
and you'd be fine. I can't tell if these Virtual Boy games are sealed or resealed. Interesting. The box condition is not very good. So like sealed collectors, I think, would normally be looking for a good condition box. I might look into it a little bit, but my instinct is to stay away because historically if I bought stuff like that, I might be able to get a complete price for it, but I'm not really going to get any premium because sealed collectors don't want it.
So for me, when you're looking at a case like this, are you looking for low-hanging fruit, stuff that you already know, you've sold before, or is it just stuff that catches your eye?
Definitely going on like my instincts. I'm looking for GameCube, I'm looking for high-end PS2, I'm looking for stuff that I know does really well for us.
Okay.
That people consistently want. So like Pokemon Coliseum, it's Pokemon, it's GameCube, it checks all the boxes. And then what's the price? Okay, $166. I think that's a fine price, but I don't think there's any meat on the bone or anything like that. And I already have it for the collection, so I don't need it.
And then it looks like they have a lot of reprint artwork.
Reprinted
So
cover
like
art
the
is-
Silent Hill,
Yeah.
the Suffering, even the Hit and Run and Scarface.
Yeah, it might be tough to see that on camera, but yeah, Scarface is reprinted. Obviously, that's essentially buying disc only, so I'm staying far away from any of that because those are so tough to move. But also, like, if I'm looking at a retro section, like, are there any box games that are just near mint of N64, NES, even Sega, like with that Splatterhouse 3? Might want to look into that further. It's marked at 200, but if that thing's super minty. Here's the boxed Super Nintendo. I got a guy that buys every extra innings I ever get, so I might get that for the meme. Mortal Kombat for $47.99. They do have Contra Force, you don't see that every day. Dragon Warrior 3, same thing. Like, the question I have, does it have the map? But goal? And Jesse, this is unique. The Super Famicom case. They must have one person trade in a whole collection. What do you think about the box arts, like Japanese compared to US on these?
I actually favor them, especially because, like I said, they usually cover the entire box with them. They're a lot more colorful, and there's usually a lot more going on.
Yeah.
So there's more to look at, and it's just, even like I said, some of the games that I don't even know or heard of, the artwork alone, would just be so cool up on a shelf.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, you got Donkey Kong Country 2, my favorite one right there. The box is very different compared to what we got. Like,
Yeah.
they're not even close. What is that game?
I'm assuming
Is that
Yoshi's
just-
Cookie.
That's a great box.
Yeah, because I don't know what the original one looks like, but I mean, having a little Chef Mario
Yeah,
for $20.
$20. They got it, man. Disc Traders Lansing, if you're into this stuff, come and give them a visit. So we're gonna grab somebody to help us look at that Soul Silver, see if it's all there and fully complete. I'm gonna buy that. Horse Racing, Tiger Electronics. Jesse, you're gonna buy that, yeah?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
I'll take a look at it.
Sonic figure getting locked in. We gotta see if that Tomodachi Life has the game or not, because it's marked at 30, and I think it's a good bit more than that if it does. And then I want to look at Splatterhouse 3 and the Hyrule Edition 3DS XL. I want to look at the Soul Silver and this electronic game top right. This doesn't feel fully complete. It does have a Poke Walker. It's missing the tray. This is the coat from the figure bundle. That's actually very interesting.
I want to take a look at the Sonic figure.
And then I would love to look at the Splatterhouse 3 up there too. It's pretty good. Can I look at Gunstar Heroes too?
Yeah.
Okay, so no manual on Gunstar. Let's see about Thunder Force. No manual. Okay, so I'll take Splatterhouse, but I'll leave those two. So getting 3 of the 4 things I was hoping I'd be able to get. And then still the Hyrule Edition 3DS XL in the box. I want to check that one out too. Awesome, thank you so much. I'll be super careful. Oh man, no tray. I don't know, Jesse, no tray. It's not fully complete.
How's the condition of the console? Because one of the things that is real common on these, and I know you've seen it, is the flaking, where
Yes,
it's like
on the
black.
edges.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the console itself is really clean, and it's missing the tray.
Which is a generic. You could
Yeah.
take a regular box one. It's pretty good on the inside. I'm gonna let you make the final call.
It's a really good attention piece, and I do it too. You know, whether it be toys, video games, or anything like that. Sometimes just having the item to bring the traffic and attention to other things is almost worth it. So even if you do break even on something like that, the traffic it could generate to make the other sales almost makes it worth it.
Well, you're talking me into it
And
with the words that I
it's
said.
his money and not mine. So if he buys it, I'm okay with it.
All right.
I'll let him.
I'm gonna buy it. So yeah, all those for sure.
And another thing that
And this control that Super Nintendo one.
thing that I was doing in the background, the cool thing with the coming with that Poke sleeve, that was part of the big box Walmart set.
Yeah.
And I actually have sold one before, and I got $105 out of just that
Just
sleeve.
that sleeve.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Yeah, I'll take both. I think they're SNES Classic, so.
Yeah.
Is that one first party right there? Yep, yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take just those 3. Super nice guy.
okay, so I said I do a lot of toys and collectibles, but I've seen these Destiny's Ghost shells. This is something that came from a passion project of mine almost, because I love the game. I played Destiny, I collected them, but a lot of them came with in-game codes to where when you pulled out your shell in game, that's the only way that you could get it, is buying these vinyl ghosts. And some of them do have very good value. But if you look here on January 8th, a loose one sold for 44.
Interesting.
So there's another one, no code, sold for 50 in box, 50 in box. So
got
something
this
like
one at
that
20,
at
Jesse.
20 I would pick up.
Yeah.
Because even if the code isn't in there, you know, it's still a $50 ghost
But you
shell.
got that potential upside of it could be. I
Yep.
like it.
And that's the funny thing about that. If you look at the other one, the Lambda shell, that one does sell for 15 bucks. So, you know, if you research that one first, unknowns to like
You
the
just
value of
probably move
these,
on.
you would be like, oh, okay, well, they're all worth what they're marked, you know, the price. That's why you do have to be diligent sometimes and research every single one, because yeah, they're right next to each other. One is worth $15 what they have marked, but the other one is worth about 40 to 50 bucks.
Jesse, I think just already today in this story, you've taught me like 5 things I didn't know. So I love picking with you, because I would have never looked twice at that. So I am pretty big into Pokemon cards too, and one passion project for this year is I'm going to start going towards completing the e-reader sets. And they have an e-reader card, Skarmory. That's the ones with the like lines on the left side. You can see they go all the way down the side and the bottom. I love the artwork. I love everything about them. They're extremely rare, extremely limited. And that one looks like it's in pretty good condition, $35.99. There's no way I'm not getting that. I don't even know if I have it. I gotta get my stuff together on this, but it's basically see an e-reader for a decent deal. Buy one. With that in mind, some of the profits from today, it's kind of a side goal of mine to build up some Pokebank funds, because I've got some stuff I've been eyeing, and I'm hoping to be able to add some collection pieces soon.
And I would advise to maybe get some Pokemon funds up, because
Okay.
I brought some things that Chase doesn't know what I brought yet. But
snap.
I have a feeling there's some things that he might want, especially in regards to Pokemon cards and games.
You know, historically, you've been very right
Yeah.
when you bring something that you think I might want, so that's got me pretty excited. Could I get one Pokemon card out of here? Okay, so it's in this one, it's in the second to the front, it's the Skarmory. I think I'm just gonna buy it. I gotta get started on the going for it, so I will pick it up. I wanted to look at these two. I noticed them earlier. I love the design on these. And they have a buy 5, get the 6th free, and I already have 5 expensive items, so I might as well get a 6th so I can get an expensive item. I might just go for it. So that way, like, we can have 2 awesome attraction pieces for a future show and Sunvale. Pick these up. Okay, so Jesse, one thing we're gonna look for today is the store of the day.
Okay.
So right now, Disc Traders Lansing set the bar pretty high.
Yeah, I said they had a really good mix. Like video games were all laid out really well. They had their cases with the higher end stuff. They had action figures, toys.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit of everything. So I was definitely impressed with the store, never being in it.
Good selection, good prices. Austin and Ryder were super nice. The staff was very friendly, so the bar's pretty good. And I would say with getting the Sega Genesis for free, the buy 5, get the 6 free, plus I saved $100
Okay.
on my whole order with some coupons that were on my account. To the Pokebank, I think comfortably I'll be able to add like $450.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4 to 5.
But before we get to the next store, I have a huge announcement, and we're actually sponsoring this video because our buy list is expanding. Starting this month in February, we're actually adding all PS2 and GameCube games to the buy list in all conditions. We're paying our highest rates yet because we want to make it as easy and effective as possible for you to sell to us. We love partnering with game stores, resellers, and collectors. We already have thousands of members on our buy list, and we'd love to partner with you too. So to entice you even more, for your first submission in February, over $250 for games, we're gonna give you a $25 bonus. But not only that, there's another way you can get an extra $25 on a submission in February. And we just increased our offerings on all consoles, accessories, and controllers through the buy list. So check out our website down below. It's the best way you can support Caterpie, and we'd love to partner with you for the long run. But now, let's get to that next store. Store number 2, All-Star Cards. This is more in the TCG lane,
Okay.
which I know you rock some Pokemon. This is Lansing's Pokemon headquarters sale.
And it looks like they have action figures and toys as well. So there you go.
I was coming to this place because I thought you would like it.
Okay.
So we're gonna check it out. Lansing Disc Traders is the store to beat. They put up a high bar, so we'll see if this one can top it. Okay, so they didn't want us to film in the store, but they were really cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brant, and it was a Nate. Brant and Nate. Ursaring, I got a Skyridge card. So this is out of 144, the rarest Pokemon set ever. And I got a card to go towards my set, so I'm actually pretty pumped. It's in good condition for 15 bucks.
Yeah, I like the store. They did have a good mix. They had Hot Wheels, they had some action figures, a lot of newer stuff, nothing like super old.
Yep.
But like I said, great store. I picked up 2 things, the Japanese original Blastoise, and then the Wizard of the Coast stamp Pikachu, which you don't see often. As you can see, this little gold W. So I'm happy. It was a good store.
There you go, solid store. I think Disc Traders Lansing still has the edge, but a win-win in both cases so far. We actually stopped at Target, hit the bathroom, but found some Pokemon packs, and we decided we're going to have a pack battle, and the loser buys lunch, which we're at Popeyes right
Yes,
now.
Popeyes. So we got 2 packs each. And we'll deem, hopefully we get a hit, of course. And
Oh,
not
dude,
just a
that'd be
regular
awesome.
EX, but
If anybody gets a hit, I'd be pumped.
I'm hoping I do, though. of
Hey, well,
course,
me
but-
too. I'm
But yeah,
rooting
if
for
any of
myself
us
a little
do,
more.
Are you a 1-by-1, or do you go right to the hit?
Yeah, that's up to you. You do you.
I like the suspense. You know, doing
Yeah.
it the 1-by-1. Larvitar, Starmie, Rapidash. There's the reverse, and so that's my hit.
You're
Electivire.
in
So
the
I
running.
do have a full art.
You're in the running.
So that's the top card for now.
Indeed it is.
What do you look for in these packs?
Well, I mean, the Rockets Mewtwo would be #1 card. Any of the crazy looking artworks, and Jesse might know the names better than I do.
Yeah.
Let us, like, are they called special illustration rare in this set or no?
Yeah, I think there's an illustration rare, like
Okay.
the Ethan Toho and everything like
Yeah,
that.
so I love the IRs. Okay, I'm gonna do a little different style here. All right, so you're still in the lead. I got the Rockets Articuno.
Okay, so the full art, or half art, I guess. What do you call these? Do you call these full arts?
I think full art is, I don't know. Each era has different names,
Yeah.
so it's hard for me to keep up.
So we're doing the best card overall, or out of both packs?
I think the best card overall.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see something a little bit shiny, but that could just be the reverse rare.
I hope it's a good amount of shine.
Nope, Team Rocket Sneasel and Water Energy. So
All right, Electivire is the card to beat.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's not the highest bar. If I get an illustration rare or anything, I think we're coming out on top here. All right, Rockets Hypno. I do like that card. There's Huntail. One more. Hydrapple is not gonna cut it. Popeyes is on me today, my friend.
my order just changed.
Well, store number 3 is closed, so That's a bummer. Want to go to my hometown game store now? Never mind. It's here. It's open. It's Japanese, but it's beautiful. Caesar, e-reader, first edition.
And we got the Bulbasaur deck, Pikachus. So they actually have like a Blastoise that I've had before, and it has that little like because they have the Squirtle deck as well. And it has a little Squirtle symbol in there. The card looks the same.
Man, one of the hardest things about collecting Pokemon cards for me is there's so much that I like. Like I was telling Jesse, back here there's this Dustox EX second row down. Like those Silver Border EX cards, I really like the look of those too, so I'm considering collecting those too. And maybe we'll make some plays in that direction, but I'm still focused on e-readers.
And I like the setup here because they have a lot of them like Japanese together, or vintage together, modern together.
Okay, here's some e-readers. So this is what we're talking about here. I don't know how many good shots we've gotten, but that's a Weezing Holo. That's out of Expedition. So you got those lines to the left and underneath, which you could literally use those to scan in your GBA, Game Boy Advance e-reader, and they would do something for that. But I just think the artwork on the cards looks great. I actually think those being hollow, those lines looks great. Just love everything about them. And then we're talking about the Silver Border EX cards. Look, we got 4 more right here with the Rayquaza, Electrode, Skarmory, and Salamence. Very cool cards right there. And then there's the Snorlax from Skyridge. The Tyranitar non-hollow, I think I might have it, but I'm gonna have to look at some comps and see if there's some plays.
Pikachu, E-series back there. That they've redone a few of them.
What do you think, Jesse, overall of the store?
As far as Pokemon selection goes, it's one of the best. So.
Oh, for sure. Certainly by far the greatest selection.
Yeah.
Especially for vintage, which you and I both like.
The E-series Pikachu back there, it's one they've done a few times. They did one for, I think it was like the 20th anniversary stamped one. They did one as like a promo. It's a really cool card.
Okay, Jesse just brought me over here to point out Tyranitar. That is my favorite Pokemon. That's the reverse holo from Aquapolis. Definitely a Grail card. I wish it was regular holo. I would be even more excited. But still, 110? What do you think about that price?
I mean, it seems reasonable. I mean, I'm always diligent with researching, but you know, conditions obviously a big factor as well. It looks clean, at least from the front, but you never know with the back. But
we got these World Championships cards, which are priced at $2,300 and $1,200. But they do have a Dark Tyranitar back there. Jesse pointed out the shiny Groudon, which is a good shiny. Yellow Groudon in the back. Condition makes a big difference, but we might be looking into some of these.
yeah.
There's a few cards in this case we'd like to look at when you get a second. You've got the Moltres EX in the back. Yep. And then Dark Tyranitar. I don't know if there's 3 of them. And then the Groudon. That's it from down there. And then there was this reverse Tyranitar. Thanks.
Look at that, you got options.
I know, options is nice. Oh, that's the first edition one. Golly, I'm not in the best shape.
Yeah, so this one seems to be priced accordingly.
I don't know if I'm ready for a first edition type of spend right now. This one is like right on the edge for me. I love the card. I don't have it. It's my favorite Pokemon. The shiny Groudon, just not in the condition we're hoping for. I'd say like heavily played probably.
Yeah, because it does have a crease at the bottom. It's real faint.
The Dark Tyranitar first edition. Again, just a lot of wear on the edges. And for $350, I think it's just not where I would want to be. This one though is pretty nice. The last lightly played sale was like right around that. 150-ish, 160-ish.
Yeah, I mean, I said overall it is really clean. Has a few corner dings, but it's not going to be a 10, but...
No. And then there is the first edition Fossil pack down here. This is a PSA 10 pack, Zapdos. I mean, could you do like $650 on it and like $135 on this? He's considering an offer. I offered $650 for the Fossil pack and $135 for the Dark Tyranitar. So we'll see. Okay, the deal was secured. $650 on the first edition Fossil pack. That is a collection Grail acquired. And the Dark Tyranitar Holo. I love the artwork. I love the card. $135.
It's a good deal, yeah. I say it was a great shop. They said they had an amazing collection. The guy was super helpful. So they said if you're ever in the area, definitely check it out. I think as far as Pokemon selection goes, it was definitely one of the best shops we went to today.
Yep, and this is Avery Shoebox in the Lansing Mall, and he mentioned they have, at the fourth Saturday of every month, a 400 vendor.
Yeah, inside,
show
I guess it
just
fills
here.
up the mall, yeah.
Yeah,
So.
which sounds amazing. We need to come to that. But what do you think, Shopwise, Disc Traders, Lansing, or Avery Shoebox? I'd say those are 1 and 2.
Disc Traders, I like the variety selection for everything they had, because it's like they had the video games, they had the toys, they had the
Yeah.
Pokemon. So that's the top as an overall for someone like me.
Yep.
But as far as like if you're looking for Pokemon cards, definitely Avery's, because they
For sure.
do have such a wide mix. Like from graded PSA slabs, sealed packs,
Yes.
loose. They have those championship decks. So they have a little bit of something for everyone as far as Pokemon goes.
Yep, and our heart behind this, guys, we love local businesses. So if you do go to any of these shops because of this video, please tell them that we sent you and show them some love. It's worth noting here that I'm building my Pokemon card collection differently than my Pokemon game collection in 2026. The games, still gonna be bought, flipping items for profit using the Pokebank. The cards, I've got a whole different fund. I'm laser focused on completing every e-reader set ever, which is an extremely insane goal. So over on our second channel, Caterpie Crew, we're gonna be highlighting a lot of that process. But if I find something like this in the wild, I gotta pick it up for my collection. Okay, we are at the last store, Disc Traders, the second Disc Traders of the day. Jesse, we have $450 in the Pokebank. I don't know what the item is that you've brought, but if you had to guess on the deal we might come to, how much more would I need in order to maybe buy it?
I think a safe range would probably be around 500 more. If you could add it to the bank, I think you'd be able to.
Okay, so
take
get
this
you around
item home.
950.
950 to 1,000, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I like the sounds of it. I don't know what it is. That's a high bar. That's a high bar for this store. We did really well at the Lansing Disc Traders. Let's see if we can make some stuff happen in here.
I heard you guys are coming in. I grabbed this off. We just got this in. It's a new 3DS XL. It is in the box. I believe it is complete. We have it
Yes.
priced just as we would of our 3DS XLs. When I saw that, I said, hey man, like, this is a chase item for sure.
Dude,
he's
yeah.
he's about this stuff.
You got me
so.
pegged. You know what's great about this? I just bought earlier today the Hyrule Edition Zelda one, and it didn't have a tray.
Oh, shoot.
So now this one's not going to have a tray, but I'll be using it for that one.
For sure.
I'll be taking that.
Perfect. I'll sit this on the back counter for you. You guys have any questions, let me know.
We love Kenny. Shout out to Kenny. Just mentioned that Transformers might be something that he's really interested in moving, making some deals on. We know Jesse's a toy guy, so Jesse, I don't know, does your head go into any of these of like, I'm kind of interested, or?
So Studio Series are always really good.
Okay.
So anything that are marked like the Studio Series, and then same thing with like the Masterpiece are always good. At least for me, they're really high quality. From a collectible standpoint, a lot of people look for them. So like I said, there's a pretty good collection of these that are the Studio Series ones. And like he said, he's able to work out a deal because he's had these for a while. I think he mentioned they've been here since August.
He wants the retail
And
space.
He wants the
versus
space
games.
back.
Yeah.
So. And something like this does really well for me online. They're super easy to ship and store. That might be something that definitely be interested in.
Okay, Jesse and I have been talking through this a little bit, and I'm trying to kind of help him out because I know he can do a lot better on Transformers, but some of these are already priced in a way that makes sense. Like this one, $22.99. It's opened, but it goes for about $40.
And then same thing with this one. They have this one at 70. There's been 2 recent sales loose, so not even with the box, manual, anything like that, for 112 and 100.
Yeah.
So at their price right now, it almost does make sense, but with their offer of the buy 5, get 1 free, and also wanting to discount them further to get rid of them, there's a lot of these that do make sense to pick up.
Like this one. I think there's solds of this brand new for $50, and this is pre-owned. They have it marked at 60. So it's like, even if you were getting that for 30% off, you probably still wouldn't even want it.
Yeah, and it's like, and that's where, and personally, I would almost be diligent unless he wanted to bulk blow out everything.
Really blow 'em out.
And that's where it's like you kind of take the good with the bad, where some are going to be a little bit lower, some are going to be
will
higher.
big wins.
Yeah.
So I guess my thought is approaching it from 2 angles of hey, here's a stack. If you can do 30% off, I'll take the whole stack.
Yep.
And then if you want to sell them all, some of them were priced a little bit higher. How about half off the whole thing? Is that something that gets you, especially when you factor in buy 5 get the 6 and the even further discounts.
Yeah, if it was like a half off, that would almost make sense because
Would you include the Jurassic Worlds and the?
Jurassic World, I want it in my
So this is
history.
all Transformers
It
for
would
you.
just almost be like all the Transformers, and there's quite.
And they
a
go all
bit.
the way down there, Brother Dave. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
there's some of the Titan series. So I do collect Transformers. That's one of the reasons I do sell it. It was something that I enjoyed. So like the big Scorponok I have, and
look
the
at
Fortress
those.
Maximus. So when they actually are kind of out of the box, they're like 2 foot tall.
That's crazy.
It's the whole Titan series, and I've been wanting to collect almost all of them. Same thing. I don't know if those ones are open, but you can see the retail sticker on this one. New was $320. It's usually what they were when they were released.
I will say last sold on this one brand new was 200. So you would certainly want that to be new if it's priced at 210.
And
so.
loose, I mean, they are still 180 because Transformer collectors usually have 2 different kinds. Ones that want them sealed, but they look so cool displayed. So many people open them to display them.
I love it.
So if you can get the item because it's open box, but still at a fraction of what it is new, and it is still like new condition, you know, the market's there for it for sure.
Do you have room in your car if you were to buy all of these Transformers?
It's a 2-part answer. It's like I could probably make it fit if I needed to, but I'm also hoping you buy enough of the stuff that I came up with and then frees up the space as well. Because I did bring up 3 totes, 2 small totes and a larger one of stuff for you to potentially buy. So I think I could definitely make room if that was something we landed on buying it all.
Okay. All right. I think we'll see what he says. So we were just filling the people in that you mentioned the potential to want to move the Transformers. And I was talking with Jesse, who he's like a full-time toy guy. So like, this is right up his lane. He vends and stuff. So he's interested. We were checking some of the prices, some of the comps. Some of them are high because they were priced off a new and they're pre-owned, and even still it's a little less. Some of them are like spot on or even a little low. So the proposal is make one stack, which might consist of 20 figures or something.
Yeah.
And do like 30% off to buy the whole thing. Or he was wondering if clearing out all of the Transformers for like 50% off would make any sense.
50% off, I think, would get me below cost on them, so I would lose money at that point. 30%, I think, would be okay.
Okay. So if there's a stack, you can kind of go through and
Yeah.
check them out. Okay.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
I will let him know. Jesse, Kenny has spoken.
Okay.
He said 50% off wouldn't make sense. That would take it below buy cost. But he said if you can make a good stack, he would do 30% off.
Okay, and is
your
that with
stack.
the buy 5,
I
get
think
one free?
it would be 30% off top line. It was my understanding, and then I think it would still have the deal stacked in there.
Okay.
So
Yeah, and like I said, I already
That's where we're
have,
at.
these are 2 that so far have made sense, along with a nice little pile down there.
Oh, wow, so there's
and a
another
lot of
5
things,
over there?
yeah, a lot of things I'm taking into consideration is some of these actually make sense at the asking price.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one is sealed, they got it for 40, you know, it sells around 55, 60.
Okay.
So now you take that 30% off, it's like, you know, there's a $30, $40 profit
you
margin
go.
on just this one figure.
Yeah.
And it's something that I've always found success with, is just being diligent. I'll go through and almost check every single one of these one by one to see now if it does make sense or not.
All right.
And I still have a whole wall to go through.
yeah,
So.
he's getting all that, and I still got to get like 500 more to the Pokebank. So, and I don't even know where to begin, but we're gonna have to do some work right now.
What we looking at?
What am I not looking at? Condition and completeness. All right, I like that. So far, we're 4 for 4 on complete, which I love seeing. We're at Battle Creek Disc Traders, and this is Kenny. You've seen him a few times. All right, Kenny's a legend, and he's doing a lot of great things with this store.
I just love games. That's where I'm at.
That's it. Competing in some Pokemon regional tournaments too. TCG.
Oh yeah, love the TCG. And ever since I was a little kid, you know.
That's
I
so
was
awesome.
young right during the boom, so it's, you know, one of those things where it's like I've always just been thinking about them. It's like, oh, I
Yeah.
have Pokemon cards.
Yes.
Now I'm a grown adult with adult money, and now I have a
Gotta
lot
have
of
Pokemon cards. Punisher. Oh, the cover art. What the heck is this? Okay, that's PAL or something. Godzilla Saved the Earth. Okay, we got 2 more from that stack.
Sweet.
Everybody's always asking for this one. Okay, I think that's it from here. But
Sweet.
Okay, so we have these Pokemon battle figures, which I'm like kind of interested in. Yeah, I think I'll get them all.
All of them? Sweet.
Let's do it. I love that card. Shiny Gyarados. I guess like all of the hollows, can I look at them all and just...
Yeah.
Definitely not Not the best here. Clefairy's not the best. I'd still say moderately played. Sylveon EX, that's a cool card, but that one's they're not looking great so far. I do love this card, Misdreavus. It's such a cool holo. I feel like that's underrated. I'm definitely scratched. Okay, Articuno. To be expected on vintage cards, of course. Gyarados VMAX, look at that. The Slowpoke illustration rare. For the vintage ones here, is there any wiggle on these prices?
Yeah, for sure. I can always double check them.
Okay.
And see, just make sure they're accurate pricing.
Okay. I mean, if they're part of buy three, get one.
Yep.
If there was like a 20-ish% off the marks with that factored in, then it would make sense.
Yeah, for sure. I'd have to see how much we paid for them.
Oh yeah, it's no pressure at all. It's just like if it makes sense for
And
you
then
guys.
the other thing is like when we got them too. If they're
Okay.
if they're a little bit older, they're we have like a thing where we discount them after a while. And I think some of these
Gotcha.
are coming up on about to be discounted this month, anyways.
Okay.
So
So those ones that could.
for the ones that would have been discounted already, I can just do that discount.
Gotcha.
Which I
Okay.
think is 20% unless I'm wrong.
Okay. Cool.
So
Yeah, just let me know. There's a Pokemon Emerald I just noticed down there. It just needs a new save battery. They got it for 200, which it's the GBA Grail for sure.
my fun story about the GBA games is I'm only missing one of them, and I'm missing Leaf Green.
Really?
Yep.
That's random.
Yeah, so I've had Emerald for forever. I was like going through my stuff and I was like, oh, I have them all. And I was like, wait a minute, I have Leaf Green.
Wow.
It's like such a weird one to be missing because it's not Emerald, right?
Label's in good shape too.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? I mean, we change save batteries all the time, so
Okay.
that's no problem. Okay, I'm adding all of those cards, the figures, the 3DS XL, the stack of really nice games, and honestly, it's gonna get us close to where we need to be. I don't know what kind of coupons I still have in my account and like how the free items are gonna stack up. So I won't really know until I check out if we're gonna get there. All right, so this piece was also in the display case. This is signed by Veronica Taylor, the original voice of Ash. It's got a nice little frame. It's marked down to 70. I think this was in here for 100 and I was on the fence for a little bit about it, but it's been discounted, so I want to pop on that now because I think that's awesome. Now we need to get back to the barn and figure out if we hit our goal. And we also need to name the store of the day. Well, we're back and I've went over the numbers here, so I want to show the free items were right here. So 40 bucks, 14, 27, 17, 60, and 40, and that adds to $198 worth of free items for the deals that they always do.
Yep.
Which was a little bit more than we thought, so that's
Yeah, I
good.
think around 160-ish. Yeah.
Yes, and so I think right here, like this stuff is probably worth about $250 for what we will sell it for. So that's $250 profit.
Okay, you're getting
Right
closer.
there, $250 to Pokebank. The goal is $500 to get to the item that Jesse has. This, I did not realize the kind of deal that was. That actually price charts at $407 in complete condition, and I think that's pretty comfortably what we would be able to get for it. So $150 profit right there, putting us to $400. So this one we'll call it, I probably lost 10 bucks, but then if we call it 45 average, you know, made 7, 5, 15, call it 25 profit across them.
Yep.
After fees, everything pretty comfortably?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're at 425 there. So now that leaves this piece, which we paid 70 bucks for. I'm pretty excited about this one. Signed by Veronica Taylor. It's framed. I feel good. I think we could probably comfortably profit like
30 bucks?
yeah, 30 bucks fair. Okay. So that puts it to 455, and then you've got these games right here, which is kind of, and these cards, and we need 45 bucks in profit. Do you feel that that's a fair assessment here? We've got a horror auction coming up. There's going to be a lot of people wanting most of these games. Also, I had $50 off the whole order. I just forgot to factor that in at all. I had a 10% off coupon. It was a $1,200 order. It caps at $50 savings.
So you're
with
above
even
cap.
that factored in,
Yeah.
you think I think we're good.
Yeah, I think you hit the goal.
I
of-
think
of
we hit
what
the goal. Holy
what you
crap.
need.
I didn't realize that was actually going to happen. But before we get to the mystery item, we need to establish the store of the day. Now, all of the stores were really nice, good selection, good quality. Disc Traders Lansing stood out for an amazing selection. But at the end of the day, Battle Creek Disc Traders stood out with amazing selection, amazing staff with Gavin and Kenny. They took such good care of us. They always do, and they take care of all their customers in the same way. So today, Battle Creek Disc Traders, congratulations. You got yourself store of the day. And finally, I cannot wait for this mystery item that Jesse brought. Let's check it out.
Two of his favorite things, GameCube
Oh my
and
goodness.
Pokemon.
Golly,
So this
look
is,
at
like
that
I
box.
said, obviously exclusive overseas. The artwork is amazing, and it's double-sided. So it's like not only do you have that artwork on that side, you've got this one as well.
That is
It comes with the Game Boy
insane.
player, the clear controller.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So,
Gee, what is it? Is this Coliseum?
yeah.
Coliseum in there?
Yeah, and I said we can take it out and lay it on the table if you want to take a closer look at it.
Let's get it all laid out. Okay, here it is all laid out, which it's got the Game Boy player disc, the silver Game Boy player, the Pokemon Coliseum with that lovely slip cover, the special memory card, kind of a see-through GameCube memory card, 2 total in the bundle, the clear GameCube controller, and sweet mercy, that thing is glorious. But for me, Jesse, I have never seen this.
Okay.
I do not have it. And I think it's all about the box. Like, that box is
Yeah,
glorious.
the artwork it's just amazing. You know, having that full art with Kyogre and Groudon at the top and the legendary dogs at the bottom.
It's so
it's one of
good.
my favorite, especially import systems.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, the coolest thing that I think about is you can kind of display it either way because both graphics, they're completely different.
It's kind of a
It's like
win-win,
one,
yeah.
it's like one shows everything that's included, but then like I said,
I like
you've got
that
something
side the
going on.
best.
Yeah, it displays great on that one.
Okay, so you're saying this typically goes in that $1,000-ish dollar range?
Yeah, and it's hard because I said I think there's only been one sale probably within the
Yeah.
last year that I could even find, and I
Yep.
said the availability of it, you again don't see it often,
Okay.
so it floats around that 9 to 1,000 range.
Well, you know what I have in the Pokebank.
Okay.
You helped me get there. I guess that's my offer. I want it.
Okay.
I hope it's enough for you to take. So $950. What do you think?
I think $950 is more than fair for someone that is going to appreciate it. I know it's going to go on the shelf with the rest of his collection. This is something I said I literally bought with the intent of you in mind,
Let's go.
and I could add it to your collection.
A piece I don't have, and it's a console in a beautiful box, which is like towards the top of what I'm looking for. I told you yesterday, like Pokemon handhelds, Pokemon consoles are towards the top of that list, but it's getting discouraging because it's really hard to find the ones I don't have anymore. And you came through, my friend. Let's shake on $950.
And then this is just the start because there are more Pokemon consoles that I do not believe you have that I have to show you.
Well, subscribe for the next video because that's going to be happening, and that's insane. Thank you for watching. Like it for Jesse. Peace.
See ya.